Hi guys, and welcome to Colosseum. Probably my least favourite level in Tomb Raider 1, but I still quite like it. I just don't like it as much as the others. But please don't hate me for saying that. If you enjoy this level, everybody's entitled to an opinion, and if you like this level, then that's fine. Like I say, we all have different opinions, don't we? There's some levels I despise, other people love, and some levels I love that other people despise. And to be honest, no level is better than any other, it just comes down to opinion. And everybody's entitled to one. That's secret number 1, the shotgun shells. And the next secret isn't actually too far away. Then there's the third one, which is quite a bit later on. But if I can jump up here, I can. Now to get the large medipack, which is just underneath me. And now to go back round up. So yeah, some interesting stuff's happened to me of late. I'm virtually done with my charity car washing in aid of Epilepsy Research UK, following the cycle ride I did last year, again in aid of Epilepsy Research UK. And as things stand, this year I've raised £194 so far, but there are a few more cars I need to do, so I'm going to exceed 200, which is nice. But last year I got 305, so I'm going to get like 100 less this year, but you know, all adds up, doesn't it? And besides that, I've been watching, over the last few months, I've been watching some interesting playthroughs on YouTube. When I was younger, I remember playing Croc, the PS1 game. I last played it probably over 10 years ago. And I don't have the game anymore. I think it stopped working. But I was able to begin watching an LP on YouTube for the game Croc. The uploader Sky Blue 1022, I believe her name is. And sadly she paused for about 3 years, but then started again, but she's not actually done yet. And her last upload was probably about a month and a half ago at least. So I may be waiting quite a while for that to continue. There is another LP, but I don't like the commentary as much, so I think I'll just wait for Sky Blue. Now I could rush forwards and try and avoid Pierre, but I'd rather save my health and make him run away. Where is he? Ah. I best move quickly. He's going to start shooting at me. Usually, I would pull the switch there, make him run in there, and then pull it and leave him trapped there for the rest of the level. But if I do that this time, I'm going to have loads of lions attacking me. Leave him to run and he should be gone. See, with him, I think you have to shoot him a certain amount of times and then just let him run away. Of course, if you keep him in sight, then he'll never disappear. So it's a good idea just to leave him to run. I remember when I was a kid and I was playing St. Francis Volley, and there was a bit where I was shooting him, but I kept keeping him in sight. I didn't let him run away, and it resulted in me shooting him for about 40 minutes before he disappeared. The shortcut here is a good idea. Skips a lot of the level, and the monkeys haven't been triggered if you do it this way. Yeah, besides the Croc LP, what else I watched? I watched a blind LP for Banjo-Kazooie by Liam6. That I very much thought highly of, because he enjoyed the game very much. He was able to complete it despite it being a blind LP. His commentary was good, and I quite enjoyed watching it. It was also amusing when there were certain bits where he fouled out quite badly and didn't know what to do, and it got quite amusing. And from watching the LP, I learnt quite a lot from him as well. Well, not a lot, but I learnt a bit from him. There was one particular level where he mentioned something. I can't remember it exactly, but I think it involved bombings, where basically I think Japan tried to bomb Canada. I think those were the two countries, and they used like thousands of really like dangerous bombs, but the bombs were a bit faulty, and not much damage was done. Basically, most of them didn't go off, and the ones that did very little damage. And apparently, all they did was damage one fence. Nobody was injured, nobody was killed, nobody was hurt. One fence was damaged. And note the word damaged and not destroyed. And I found that quite amusing, personally, because how badly they failed at trying to do something bad. But whatever, that's life. Okay, I failed to grab that. I was meant to grab the edge and pull myself up after the boulder, but whatever. I'm just as safe down here. And I also watched an LP for the PS1 game Casper. Casper the Friendly Ghost. That was a PS1 game, a puzzle-solving game, which I played as a kid and never actually completed. So I thought to myself, watch an LP, because I'll enjoy seeing the game again, and it'd be nice to see how to complete the game. The person, the uploader who I started watching the LPs for, I very much enjoyed his playthroughs, but he stopped after a little while, so I had to then change to a different LPer and then watch his. And the person who I changed to, Insane Spyro, his name was. I think it is, yeah. Insane Spyro, and he did it all the way through, and I did enjoy watching his LP. I was going to wait for Pierre, but there were bats there, and they were putting a bit of pressure on me. So yeah, Banjo-Kazooie, Blind LP, Casper LP, Croc LP. I believe that was pretty much it, really. And of course, when I was a bit younger, 16, I was a huge fan of Rad Ryan, the Tomb Raider speedrunner. I remember the only reason why I joined YouTube was so I could comment on his videos initially, because I was a huge fan of Rad Ryan's speedruns. So yeah, I joined YouTube just so I could comment on his videos and tell him how highly I thought of them. And then a bit later I decided to actually do videos myself. Of course, Rad Ryan, the speedrunner, he was inspired by M-Man, a fellow speedrunner, but M-Man does glitchless speedruns. So Rad Ryan was inspired by M-Man, and I was inspired by Rad Ryan, because I got so much enjoyment out of watching Rad Ryan speedruns. He was the one who got me into Tomb Raider videos. And then, a couple years later, I decided to start doing videos myself. But obviously, speedruns, even though I love watching them, I'm not very good at doing them. So I didn't want to do speedruns. So I tried to think of a different challenge. Then I stumbled upon Secretub. Is that how his name's pronounced? Secretub, I think. Whatever. I stumbled upon his no kills runs and thought, you know what, I'll do those instead, but for a different game. And it was interesting because Rad Ryan, he has one video where he's making a prank call to a hotel in the US, because he lives in the US. And basically he used a soundboard of George W. Bush and managed to make a prank phone call to the hotel in the US using the soundboard of George W. Bush. So basically, he went onto George W. Bush's soundboard, used some of the quotes, you know, things like "Hello, how are you?" questions and greetings and answers and stuff, and then phoned like the hotel, and then every time the person spoke, Ryan would like press a button on the soundboard to make George W. Bush say something, and the person thought he was talking to George W. Bush. Well, the person didn't actually recognise him as George W. Bush, but it was quite entertaining, the conversation they had. But yeah, you get that a lot with soundboards, really. Because the other thing about the video is, in it, you get to see what Brad Ryan looks like for the first time, which is quite nice for some people. Ah, one of the monkeys is here. Is it worth picking up the Storm Eddy pack? I may lose more health in doing so. And of course, it was my birthday recently. My birthday is 9th of July, but I was doing Digimon videos when it was my birthday, so I never mentioned it. But yeah, 9th of July, about 2 weeks ago or so, it was my lovely birthday. Don't know if anybody wants to guess how old I became, because on YouTube it says that I'm 22, but that's nonsense. I'm not 22. For some reason I decided to lie about my age, but yeah, it was my birthday about 2 weeks ago, and I don't know if anybody wants to guess my age, but I am a bit older than I sound, I'll say that, and I'm older than I look, because everybody always gets my age wrong. But it'll be intriguing to see if anyone can get it right. So my friend Mr. Kirby63, who's watching this, obviously knows my actual age, and if he posts it and gives it away, I'm going to be really annoyed with him. But 0 kills, all the secrets, and I look forward to doing Palace Midas, and I'll see you there. Thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed.